Finally, after what felt like a long 2 weeks, we finally have the new Black Clover chapter. The leaks are out, and, well, they all came in a bang. Somebody was speedrunning these leaks, they just released like that. But, I'm not really here to talk about all the panels. I'm really going to talk about the translated stuff, because those are the more interesting stuff that released from the chapter, and believe me, this is some really interesting stuff that we got here. As always, I'd love to give credit to Night Baron, as she's the one that translates the leaked chapters when they release, and of course, Dayab26, as he's the one that releases the leaks as well, even though he kind of speed ran it. He released it all at once, but for obvious reasons. I mean, look at me, I got my account suspended, so it's for the best. But yeah, as always, follow these two people. They're really great members in the community, and of course, they deserve as many followers as they can get, as they put in a lot of effort into releasing leaks. But yeah, for the first one, let me take a look at this. I have not read any of the translated stuff. Like, none whatsoever. Like, things went by so fast, I had trouble, like, looking at everything. Funny enough, the only panel I really saw was the last panel, and I don't know if that's translated. So, let me take a good look. So, here we see Asta, he's saying that I have no choice but to go union mode. There's 2 minutes left, let's go Libe. Yeah. Then we have Libe bring up how he'll avenge Lisita, his mother, and of course Asta's mother as well. Then Asta goes union mode. The anti-magic power overflowing from his entire body is all over the surroundings. This way it cannot support kids' playground. So yeah, it makes sense. Asta's anti-magic isn't really compatible with, well, magic. So it makes sense that he'd be the one to mess up kids' playground, which is obviously a really bad thing because they kind of needed it to fight against Lucifero. And now that that's gone, it seems like Asta's going to be the one to face the consequences of that. Yeah, like right here in the next translated page, we see Lucifero getting ready to punch Asta. He says, "You bastard are the most dangerous one, and the easiest one to kill." And yeah, holy shit. And then afterwards we get Yami, and apparently he's not able to cut Lucifero with the sword he received from William. That actually surprises me a little bit. I thought he'd be able to make like a tiny scratch or something. He can't do anything at all, which is not good whatsoever. Like, his playground is down and he can't cut Lucifero. Things are not looking good for Yami. And then we get some Yuno, which, by the way, I love. This chapter seems to focus quite a bit on Yuno, and I really love that. Here we even see Yami compliment Yuno. He says, "So you've got 2 grimoires now, huh? Thanks for saving me, you handsome bastard." Well, I'll take that. That's a compliment. But after that, we see Yuno talk to himself, and he's like, "Right now, only Yami and Asta has a chance to defeat Lucifero. How far can Yami go without one arm? And my wounds are not completely healed yet anyway. Yami, or Asta, which one should we bet on?" And I forgot earlier on, we saw 2 different panels, and I don't remember what they're like because they've been deleted, but I do know that one of them featured Yami getting his arm broken, and another one where Lucifero just kicks Asta in the legs. Like, just straight up just kicks his legs. So now they're both wounded. And Yuno needs to make a choice to choose between Asta and Yami. And Knight made a tiny mistake. Apparently she said that Yuno was rooting for Asta, but it was actually Yami he was rooting for, which makes things really interesting. That means that I'm going to assume that Yuno and Noct are going to be the ones to bet on Yami. That'll cause Yami to be the one to confront Lucifero head on, and probably try to deal a final blow, which, like I've said many times before, will likely result in either Yami dying or being really close to dying, which is, like, really, really bad for Yami. And then we move on to the final panel that got translated, which shows Yuno getting absolutely messed up by Lucifero, where we get a little note here that says, 2 ultimate choices. Who will have the last laugh, the angel or the devil? And then on the top left we see Yuno, who says, in the corrected translated way, "I am betting on Yami with Captain Vengeance's sword. Left or right, whichever direction you come from, you'll be killed." And, oh man, so I'm guessing Yuno is probably going to set up some star magic to help Yami. And I'm kind of, hoping... I know I'm not the only one. A lot of people are hoping for this. I'm hoping that Yuno will combine his 2 magic abilities that he currently has, Star and Wind Magic, and use that as an opening for Yami to deal a blow. And I'm predicting that Yami will get a really good hit in, but it won't really do anything. It'll be really misleading. That'll cause Yami to, like, appear like he's either gonna die or be heavily injured. That'll lead the chapter to end in a cliffhanger, which would be one hell of an insane cliffhanger to have. But yeah, so far these panels that released this week are really good. Lucifero kind of embarrassed both Yami and Asta, but I think Yuno was definitely the one who had his time to shine this chapter. He did a lot of work. Now we wait to see what happens to Yami next week. It could go either way. He could either get heavily injured by the end of the chapter, or maybe actually come close to dying. We should probably anticipate one hell of a cliffhanger next week. But yeah, the leaks were really enjoyable tonight. I had a lot of fun looking at them. But next week, oh man, next week is when we get the really good stuff. So here's what we're getting. We're getting, of course, we're getting the new chapter next week. That's a given. We're getting a cover page, a lead color page, movie news, game news, and a new popularity poll. That is a lot to look forward to. Now, when it comes to movie news, I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. It's probably going to be another promotional image, but you know what? I'll take that. And as for game news, it's very likely related to Black Clover Mobile, especially since the Twitter account has just now started rolling out news about it. They released a promotional image showing a brand new character come to the game. I wonder who that is. Could it be Pikachu? Naruto? Ichigo? Who knows? Oh wait, it's Asta. Asta confirmed! But yeah, a lot to look forward to. But that'll do it for me now. I'm gonna wait for the officials to comment more on the chapter itself. But the leaks were really fun tonight. I think we have so much to look forward to next week, so I'm gonna have a lot to say, so look forward to that. For now, feel free to leave a comment below or tweet me at Twitter. Just let me know what you guys think. I'll do my best to reply to everyone. And yeah, that'll do it for me tonight. Here's looking to more Black Clover greatness next week. Peace out, everyone.